What is up, Bloods? My name is Mr. Dank. Your name is Mr. Jaw. And today, we'll be flipping talking about the PACKGOD victims. And you may be asking, what are the PACKGOD victims? As you may know, Mr. PACKGOD is someone who humbles people. You know, if you know anything about PACKGOD, he flippin' humbles people that are his enemies. Because, he's the number one humbler. Matter of fact, I am on speed dial. Not to brag, but we're going to be talking about what happens to the PACKGOD victims. So, you may be wondering, who is PACKGOD if you live under a flippin' do-rag? Well, PACKGOD, as I said before, is a humbler. I don't need to say that again. And I'm not talking because I don't have anything to talk about because I haven't researched this topic. I'm talking because it's freaking content, man. So, on to the first victim. The first victim that I've done my research on is flippin' Sneeko. If you don't know who Sneeko is, he is, let's just say he's Andrew Tate, Sussy Diddy Blood. And with this information of the Sussy Diddy Blood, Sneeko, is not really that much liked, and he got cancelled off YouTube. And in my opinion, that shouldn't happen. I do not like cancel culture. That should not be appropriated in media because, again, I don't want to be cancelled off just because I did something that nobody likes. So, again, Sneeko is a sussy blood and he got humbled by PACKGOD. You might be saying, how did PACKGOD humble this Diddy all blood? Well, PACKGOD said, shut your smiggly, diggly, friggly, wiggly, diggly, do, ziggly, wiggly, up. Your hairline is a flippin' Plants vs. Zombie map. And when I first heard this, tears rolled down my eyes because no one should ever get humbled by PACKGOD like this. It's worse than lethal injection and the electric chair and guillotine combined. Because, again, you don't want to be humbled by fucking PACKGOD because he'll humble you to a crisp. So, after PACKGOD finished his humbling session with Sneeko and he got humbled for the first time in his life, Sneeko got sent to the Shadow Realm. As if you're not a dank all blood, the Shadow Realm first appeared in freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like a place where all the Diddy all bloods go. That's my knowledge of it. Now on to the second victim. The second victim is PACKGOD versus E-Girl. Everybody's fan favorite, and I personally have this memorized because whenever I'm in the group chat with the boys, I always put out this move. Shut yo Mystic Clean, Jelly Bean, Destiny 2 campaign looking all up, as well as your coffee woman all up, because I will humble you into smithereens. After doing such humbling impressions, the E-Girl got absolutely evaporated, disintegrated, the worst possible way you can go out, where your body just instantly turns into nothing, because that's what PACKGOD does. Because E-Girl, she knew what she was getting into when he called PACKGOD a freaking loser and told him to get a job. No one wants to get a job in this economy. We all want to be playing Fortnite and making YouTube videos and be influencers. And that's what happened to the E-Girl versus PACKGOD. She got turned into a sussy all blood in the Shadow Realm, or who even knows, she got sent to like the flippin' first dimension, because let's be honest, that roast was lethal. Now on to third victim. The third victim is EDP 445, the original Diddy all sussy blood. And EDP got was in a call with some random dude, I think PACKGOD's friend. Let's be honest, I don't really know his fan base or his friend group. PACKGOD never really explained his friend group to us, so we don't really know his friend group. But what I do know is he summoned PACKGOD like he was like some anime character from the frickin' Shadow Realm, because that's how powerful he flippin' is. So he got summoned, and PACKGOD frickin' roasted him and his looks, because let's be honest, if you see EDP 445, he's a sussy Diddy blood. I mean, at first, I didn't even know who EDP was. I saw the memes. He looks freaking sussy. But I didn't know he'll be doing that kind of stuff, because let's be honest, that's the ultimate sussy Diddy blood. And I can have some respect to that because you're a Diddy, but at the same time, you're a Diddy blood. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. But after the PACKGOD roast, he was never seen again. R.I.P. EDP445, I'm sending my condolences, even though other people won't, because let's be honest, you are Diddy blood in the Hall of Fame. Now on to the fourth victim. The fourth victim is PACKGOD versus Furry. The Furry is the fourth victim. His name was Autumn, and he was unfortunately unfortunate enough to be in a pack call with PACKGOD, and he started acting sussy in front of PACKGOD, and PACKGOD doesn't take that disrespect and freaking humbles him. He calls him, "You're not Ben 10, you're freaking Steven 9. And let's be honest, if that were me, I would have disintegrated, I would have been eviscerated off of the face of the earth if someone said that to me. Because that blood, that's freaking tough, okay? And if I had a superpower, it would be able to call PACKGOD to go on my side to humble my foes, because then I would be literally unstoppable. Now, never mind that. The furry got eviscerated from the face of the earth. He got humbled by freaking PACKGOD, because let's be honest, he couldn't handle the dank energy gamma waves coming from the alpha PACKGOD. Because let's be honest, he plays Fortnite, and when you get mad and territorial of your POI, that's the testosterone going in you, and PACKGOD has all of it. Because he's freaking tough. Because he's not a Diddy blood. And as of right now, those were the victims of PACKGOD, because PACKGOD decided to go a little light on his next victims because he thought he was being a little too harsh, and eviscerating 4 people out of this earth with just your words is an impressive feat. So, yeah, that basically happens. If you're an enemy of PACKGOD, you get eviscerated off the face of the earth due to his max aura. How does PACKGOD have aura? Well, he packs in Discord servers, and Discord servers, if you went in a packing agreement or something, right? You get plus like 500 aura, but in PACKGOD's case, he gets infinite aura. He's flipping aura farming every time he gets on a call. When he joins a call, aura accumulates in front of PACKGOD, and he uses all that aura points to unleash onto his victims through his words. And that's how PACKGOD's packing power freaking works. And I know this because I studied in the brinks of danknology and packernology in the library of frickin' dankness. And we say frickin' dankness because saying bad words is not cool. So we have to censor ourselves and use other sources of words, because let's be honest, if you say a bad word, your aura decreases, and to get powers like PACKGOD, you gotta keep your aura up. Of course, PACKGOD does use profanity, but let's be honest, the aura counter and balancers kind of cancel out to how much aura he's gaining, so he can literally do like flip off. And if you're wondering, PACKGOD, it means pack means you really humble people in Discord servers, and God doesn't really mean he's a god. He's just in the higher epsilon of that category that he is, and that is PACKGOD and his victims. I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, freaking subscribe, hit bell, and yeah, happy face reveal, or happy May the 3rd, and I'm freaking famous, Mom. Mom, I'm famous. Or edit, I started a war. I love the YouTube short comment section, right? It's freaking dank with people like me, and the cringy redditors. You know, but we only like the freaking dank bloods, not the freaking cringe redditors. But some redditors are dank, but these are not, right?